Howdy, all you ULO subscribers. Now, have we got a day's racing for you or what? It's Champions Day at Ascot, and as I was banging on to Barney about on the podcast this week, what a great meeting it's become. Sticking all those end-of-season Group 1s on one card was a masterstroke in 2011, so let's enjoy it. But, and it's a big but, this gal's got to get up early enough on Saturday because it's the Everest at Randwick. Now, 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning is a time to be coming home, not starting work in my book. But hey-ho, it is Car Ying rising to make it all worthwhile. Yep, the world's best sprinter is in the richest turf race out in Aussie, and I can't wait. As his trainer, David Hayes, said, Car Ying Rising would be giving £26 to the field if it was a handicap. £26. So I'll enjoy that just after 6 tomorrow, then get back for a snooze before I head over to Ascot. So later on, let's get a couple of the supporting races out of the way. First up, the 2-year-old condition stakes can go to Charlie Appleby's Words of Truth, who hasn't looked back since being gelded, winning 3 on the bounce, including here. Old Charlie boy wasted no time in giving Words of Truth the snip after just the one run back in May. And I thought his last win, to reel in the smart prospect into the sky in the Mill Reef, was really impressive. A repeat of that Group 2 win at Newbury Park puts him right on the money for me in this Group 1. Now, William Haggis's division didn't even show up on a racetrack until August, but is 3 from 4 in that short space of time, so James Doyle has to rate the big danger in the Wathnan Racing Silks. Hugo Palmer's Ardisia is one going the right way, so is my each way angle, if that's your thing, but Words of Truth is winning this. In the last race, I'll take a chance that 5th Column can bounce back from the Cambridgeshire and land the Balmoral for me. I mean, there's plenty to make the case for, including Simon and Ed Crisford's course and distance winner Shout, the hat-trick seeking Cerulean Bay, Wathnan Racing's Native Warrior and William Haggis's Crown of Oaks. But although the winner could be one of these or not, I'm sticking with William Buick on 5th Column to give me a winner in the last. Just edging onto the lower side of the draw seems to be the right place to be. So 5th Column shouldn't be far away, with Shout maybe next best, under the marvellous Oisin Murphy. My Saturday nap lines up in the Champion Stakes. An absolute cracker this is, but I've got no hesitation in saying Ombudsman's going to win. To me, John and Thaddy Gosden's Night of Thunder colt is the outstanding colt in an outstanding field, with his brilliant win in the Prince of Wales's Stakes at Ascot's Royal Do over course and distance, the one piece of form that stands out to me. That said, it's one apiece between Aidan O'Brien's Delacroix and Ombudsman, so an edgy rematch coming up. And with the Super French Raider, Calandagan, also lining up there, ain't going to be no hiding place for anyone. Not forgotten, one of last year's real stars, William Haggis's Economics, returns to the track after a lengthy absence, but it's a big ask to win on his first run this season, so the improving Almeric might be the value each way angle under Oisin Murphy. I still think it's Ombudsman, they all have to aim at though, in easily the hottest race of the day. My next best goes to Post in the race before, the Queen Elizabeth II. I reckon that Rosalian's got some unfinished business here, after going as close as you can in the Queen Anne Stakes back in June. That curtain raiser for Ascot's Royal Meeting went to course specialist, Docklands, by a nose in a thriller of a finish, and here they meet again. Surely history can't repeat itself, though I've been tempted into an each-way flutter on Harry Eustace's stable star, just in case. But this is a field oozing with quality, from Irish 2,000 guineas winner Field of Gold to 5-time Group 1 winner Fallen Angel. One hell of a race, but Rosalian is hard as teak, sure to put in a big effort once more, and probably deserves a bit of luck this time. Getting things underway at Ascot is the Long Distance Cup. You can cast your net wide for a winner in this Group 1, but this one's going to Trawlerman. John and Thady Gosden have taken their time with this Golden Horn gelding, and that patience has paid off handsomely, with this season in particular showing the value of his steady progression to become the foremost stayer of his generation since the retirement of Ballydoyle's Kyprios. Of course, Aidan O'Brien isn't empty-handed, with Saratoga possibly trying to set the pace for stablemate Stay True. but Carl Burke's Al Kareem can also take them along at a lick from the front. But it's 2023 winner trawlermen, they've all got a reel in, as it were, and it wouldn't surprise me to see Sweet William being the one to follow him home for a nice forecast. Now for the puzzle, the British Champions Sprint Stakes. Right then, I'm taking a chance on Mick Appleby's Big Mojo for the sprint. And I've got to tell you, this is the hardest race of the day to pick a winner, so I've ended up with 5 or 6 on my shortlist. Of course, Lazat is the one lining up with course form after scoring in the Queen Elizabeth, the second Jubilee Stakes, at Ascot's Royal Doe. But dare I say it, he's gone a bit off the boil when going off as favourite for the Betfair Sprint Cup at Haydock Park, a race won by Big Mojo. Not only that, but A Kind of Blue was second to Big Mojo in that Group 1, and this is his time of year, while Flora of Bermuda was third and has champion jockey-elect Oisin Murphy in the hot seat. No half measures would be my each-way gamble, but Big Mojo and Tom Marquand float my boat for this sprint. For the Fillies and Mares Stakes, I think I'm going to take the chance on Estrange. To me, she was pretty impressive in making a race of it up against Triple Oaks winner Minnie Hawke, who of course went on to finish a brilliant second in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe 2 weeks ago, and that marks Estrange up with a pretty strong form line for this. The one that keeps coming to mind, though, is Francis Henri Graffard's Quisisana, who, although just 9th in the Arc, did win the Group 1 Prix Jean Romanet on better ground, and I can easily see her having a say. Last year's winner, Kalpana, has not quite been as good this term, so Owen, Burrows, Warder could figure, especially in receipt of weight from a few of these, but Estrange it is for me. Come on.